Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Crystal and I'm coming from my studio where I complete microblading and eyelash extensions. And I'm in the San Antonio Medical Center area, and you can find me on all of your local social medias by Browse by Crystal Love Johnson on my IG, and Browse by Crystal Love Johnson on my Facebook. Or if you're just looking for Crystal Love Johnson, you can find me that way too. So just wanted to people that are getting into the business for microblading is really what I want to discuss with you guys today. Sorry that I'm sideways, but this is how I started off. The reason why I got into the business of doing microblading was because I wanted to give myself some extra income like anybody else. I wanted to establish another source of income for my family. So I started doing the microblading. Well, I started doing eyebrows, which was just regularly just drawing the eyebrows on with a pencil. Then I started doing the pomades, and then I started doing the natural brow fill-in, like a little felt kind of like pen with like a extended lasting color tip on the tips. Out of those two, if you want to know which ones I like or prefer the most, I really like the stencil. CoverGirl has a good one. Forgot what was the other one called. CoverGirl has a good one, and it starts with a M. I don't know if it's like Mecca or Milan, but I don't find them in the stores anymore. I would do the Milan eyebrow stencil fill-in, and it would last me about 3 to 4 days, and that's even going to the gym twice. Now, I wasn't wiping my head off, but I was like dabbing it with like my little, towel thing or whatever. And that was working that way. Then I started doing the pomades, but the pomades, you gotta do it every day. So then I said, you know what, I need to find something that I want to do that is a little bit better, that can get me where I don't have to just, continue to brow every day. And so I took Sheena's Ways microblading course, which she came in Houston, Texas, and I actually got certified to do microblading. And I'll show you guys my certificates and all that stuff like that or whatever. And give y'all like a little of my little space here. So with microblading, the things you have to do here in Texas is you have to take a bloodborne pathogens class. I work in the medical field, so I also have my BLS, and you need to register your business, get your business name patent. Then you need to pay for your tattooing license because you're doing semi-permanent tattoos. And then once you've done that way, I think you're pretty much good. Unless you want to go the other route where it's going to a cosmetology class, school, completing their course and doing everything that you need to do. And you still got to pay for your licenses, and you still got to pay for your tattooing. Either way it goes, you can choose to do it however you decide. Me, I probably went the long way of doing it, but it cost me a little bit more money. But I was able to go with people who I know who are in the field that are doing the work. So that way I can see what stuff people are doing that are keeping things new with things. Because sometimes some schools, no offense, they are a little bit behind by a week or two. So, yes. Then with the eyebrows, which I'll make a video on that separately. Right now, I just want to talk to you guys about the microblading. So, I had to get my table, which is what you see me have here. My lamp, everything I got off of Amazon. Then once I started getting down, by with the needles, and we'll talk about those, the needles that I needed. Oh, also too, you need to register your sharps container. your sharps container. Make sure you register that, so that way when you're throwing your needles or your blades, which are these here, your blades. I have to keep my things separately so I know what they are, because these blades don't come with numbers on them or letters. So I have to keep them separate to know which one is which. That's also something I always express. Tell y'all about too. While I'm doing this, get it out. Just get it out. Get it out. Everything you see me pulling out basically is stuff that I used doing my microblading. That way you can see it. I can explain it to you. The products that I use. That's why I have the table like this. It's a reason. Hold on. Hold your horses. Now, gotta have your baby wipes. Everything I'm gonna go over to you, and as I go over to with you guys, and I'm gonna put them up. So I'm just OCD like that. You trim the pot. There's a lot of stuff that goes into microblading that a lot of people really don't realize that goes into it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up, I'm sorry I'm taking so long doing this, but it just came to me. Just do this, Crystal. Because I'm one of those people, like, I like people to know what I do, what I use, how I do what I do. Because I like to teach people things. So as I learn how to do things, I like to teach people. So that way they know what they're doing. I'm going to leave this out because I'm going to go over this with y'all. Because this is part of the mapping part. Those are some things that I want y'all to know. So everything that I'm going over in this video right now, I'm going to show you guys what all it is that I use when I do my micro shading, microblading, and the products that you should have ready for when your client comes to you, and that way you have everything together. So I'm just going to give you a skim of my studio. Close this door here. So this is a class that I took for micro shading, Sierra's Way, and I took it in Houston, Texas. This was in November of this year. And so when you come into my establishment, this is what you'll see. You'll see my license for my CPR. I have my bloodborne pathogen, my micro shading, my mirror, my lamp. Okay. I like to have this up for my clients because I do lashes and I also do microblading. So this is the last time I was in here. I haven't updated it today. So this is my welcome, what I have for you to drink. Of course, you're not going to be microblading anyone that is under the age of 18. So the alcohol, I got it covered. Okay. Now, am I giving people wine and drinking? No, it's just a beverage that I prefer to give my clients when they come because I want them to come to a relaxed experience. A little bit of my artwork, my parking spots where my clients park at. I have my little thing here in the window as far as I do accept payments that way. Cash app and so on and so on. Over here is just a little stuff that I have in the window: pen, some lotion, spray, my acetone for eyelashes, cleaner, my barbicide. This hat came in for my card reader. Yes, my day does not get started without Starbucks. However, this is my workstation, which is typically kept to its neatest as possible. And then my supplies, yeah, all my supplies fits in here that I use, where I can do however many clients. I say my microblading is on one side, my eyelashes on the other side, but it's kind of all mixed up. I need to get me some more stands because my mom braids down here, so her little stand is there. My little snacks that I have, my chair, and then the extra chair that people sit in. Of course, it's not much of a space, but it's my space. Okay. Now back to the microblading is what I want to talk to you guys about. So I had got everything that you see here on Amazon. My bed I got off of Amazon. It's a I say top of the line, but this is a bed that I have. I have a little sheet that I cover it up with. I got this from, I want to say, Walmart. So I bought like 8 of these sheets, well, lint or whatever you want to call them. So I have different colors that kind of go with my theme of my colors. So I'm just feeling black right now. And every client I change it and then wash them. And this is cost effectively. So what I use as far as my pigments, I like this here. Also, I do use hers. Sierra has her own pigment, and I use hers as well too. I like to use hers on anybody, but a person that wants a different color, I have this as a backup as well. Both of these are very good pigments to use. This is my area that I know that I talked about. My spoolies, I have those as well for having to spoolie the eyelashes. And of course you want to you make sure you got you some alcohol wipes, spoolie. I forgot what these things are called, but I like them when I do my eyelashes, and they do help when I do my microblading when things are in the way and you want just a little, with a cotton ball, a little cotton swab. Sometimes Q-tip doesn't help. So I have those. My mapping, which is what you use to map your eyelashes with. I use both of these. Mr. Numb, you use this. So when your client is coming in